What's going on, man? Welcome back to the channel. It's been a fucking minute. As you guys can see in the background behind me, I don't know where the footage of the draft is even going to be when you guys see it. I don't know if it's going to be behind me. I don't know if I'm going to be in the right corner, left corner, top right corner. But this right here is a best ball draft. I know it's early. Super Bowl just happened. We're hopping right into this thing. I've been gone for like a week and a half. I'll get into that in a second. But I wanted to hop in here, do a little draft, see where players are going. Before I get anything else going on, let me tell the boys in the Discord real quick. Because I dropped the link to this draft in the Discord to see if any of the boys wanted to hop in. Wait, what's up? Alright. So now we have that going. We're all set, ready to fucking go. So the 110 is on the clock. But that Discord, if you guys want to be in the Discord, that's what I've been working on right now. I'm working on the Patreon. Make sure you go down below. Check out the Patreon. I'm going to have some big things on there. We're going to have my rookie database. That's going to have breakout age, college dominator rating, 40 times, recruiting ranks. I have literally everything you can think of for the wide receivers, running backs, quarterbacks, and tight ends of this draft class. I feel like when I show people this database, this thing that I've been working on, it feels like I'm showing my little brother my fucking Minecraft world. Like, this is something that I put a lot of time in, a lot of effort into. I'm proud of, and I think that you guys are going to love it. So let's take a look. I have no rankings. I have nothing. All I have to go off of is Underdog's ADP. So, I mean, McCaffrey, Cook, Kamara, Barkley, Henry. I mean, everything pretty standard here. Now, I haven't even gone over what kind of league this is, but it's a 0.5 PPR. You start 3 wide receivers. Does it have anything else? Here's like, there's crazy prizes too. It's like a tournament style, kind of like a DraftKings. See, like 1 through 14 is that. You have the semifinals, the quarterfinals, the championship. It's just 0.5 reception and three wide receivers, a flex, quarterback, 2 running backs, tight ends. Now, who are we looking at on the clock right now? So we're at the 209. We already have Saquon Barkley. To be honest with you guys, I have not done. It's what, February? I have not done a single ounce of seasonal research, but it's going to be fun because there's going to be rookies in this draft. So I kind of want to see where the rookies are falling in seasonal leagues, see what everybody's thinking. I think that's just a cool thing to do right now. So why not get a best ball draft in? We got DeAndre Swift. I mean, who am I eyeing up here? Probably Antonio Gibson. So Blitzology, he goes DeAndre Swift, Darren Waller. I think that's pretty early for Darren Waller, the 207. I mean, Aaron Jones, Nick Chubb, Stephon Diggs, DeAndre Hopkins. It's just tough because you really don't know what's going on. No soup for you. What a name, bud. Man, there's so many good running backs on the board. I might just tap wide receiver here, or running back. Or no, I might just go wide receiver and then get a running back on the way back. I mean, what wide receivers have gone? Hopkins, Diggs. Damn, I'm on the clock. A.J. Brown, Michael Thomas. Michael Thomas is tough because you really don't know what his situation is. Man, 30-second timer is rough, fellas. ADP. What's the ADP saying? Jefferson, Dobbins, Gibson. I think we're gonna go Gibson. That's what I think we're gonna go with here. We'll go Gibson. Gibson and Saquon Barkley. I'm not sure how much better of a start you can get than that. No cap. Honestly, the reason I was debating going wide receiver there last year, I would never go wide receiver there. But this might be the year where you want to go like modified 0 RB. Where you take a wide receiver. I'm seeing running backs in the 3rd and 4th round, like Clyde Edwards-Helaire. I mean, look at these running backs. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Najee Harris, David Montgomery, Etienne, Kareem Hunt, A.J. Dillon, Javonte Williams. Like, I'm cool with having all of these as, I mean, up to like Javonte Williams. So, 2nd and 3rd round, you can double up and get like a Miles Sanders, Antonio Gibson. You can start with imagine you could start Devontae Adams, Miles Sanders, Antonio Gibson, Miles Sanders, something among those lines, or even Josh Jacobs, Joe Mixon. Like, these are all stud running backs, like up to Joe Mixon. Should we just pound 3 straight running backs here? Man, this is tough. This is tough with a clock like this. I think I'm just gonna go running back. I think I'm just gonna go Miles Sanders here. All right, Miles Sanders. Let's go. We'll go 3 running backs. It's best ball. I know that you don't want to say it's best ball so you can just stack up on wide receivers, but that's what we're gonna do. We're so far out from the offseason. The running backs are so uncertain that I want to stack up on running backs I know will be starters. All three of these guys, I would be shocked if they are not the starter, true workhorse for their teams. Man, AJ Brown was on the... No, he wasn't. I probably would have taken AJ Brown. Jacobs off the clock. Dude, if you can get Josh Jacobs at the 305, like, dude, that's what he was going his rookie year. For like that was his rookie year price. I mean, Mixon in the 3rd round. These running backs are falling. I'm not sure if this is going to hold up by the time we get to draft season. But I don't know, man. Like, yes, these running backs are sick, whatever. But in my opinion, I think Devonta Adams is the only wide receiver I would take in the 1st round. I think I would just keep hammering running backs. But if that's not consensus and Mixon, Jacobs, Miles Sanders is going to fall to that 2-3 turn, like, imagine you could go McCaffrey at the 101 and then double up and go something among the lines of Gibson, Dobbins, Miles Sanders, Jacobs. You could start a draft Miles Sanders, Jacobs, Christian McCaffrey. And then there's still Michael Thomas on the board. I mean, by the time you get to the next pick, like, so this would be like the 412. So what's that? Like 4 times 12, like 48, around like pick 50. The wide receivers you're getting around pick 50, you can go with a Kenny Golladay, a Claypool, an Ayuk, a Lockett. If you're lucky, you can go with like a Robert Woods, a DJ Moore, a T. Higgins, and pair that up with those 3 running backs. It's early, so I think I might just be talking out of my ass with all this value. But I really like the way that these early drafts are going in terms of getting running backs, like not late, but like the middle rounds. Like Clyde Edwards-Helaire, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, I'm super disappointed with. Am I looking good in the camera, dude? I don't know. When I told you guys, I was literally eating dinner. I have a plate of shrimp and mashed potatoes on the floor right now because it said 12 people are in this thing. We're going to start this up in a minute, so I had to turn the fucking lights on, get the camera going, get the mic going. It's like round 4. I don't think I'm fully situated into this video yet, but we're in here. We're in there like swimwear, fellas. Amari Cooper, Julio Jones, Allen Robinson, Robert Woods. ETN in the 4th round feels good to me too, but Najee Harris goes probably earlier than that. Or is Najee Harris still on the board? No. Am I an idiot? Where's Najee Harris at the 3-2? Now we're tripping. I'm not taking Najee Harris over Sanders, Jacobs, Mixon. I think you can make a case for David Montgomery. I wish that David Montgomery was going higher, but everybody's just too smart. I wish that David Montgomery was going in the 2nd because that would just be great. I don't want a David Montgomery sharing a single lead. I think after what he did last year, it was such an outlier that I don't even want to jump on that value. But like I said, I mean, it doesn't seem like he's going to be a value, or it doesn't seem like he's going to be somebody that people reach for. Now here is where, like, look at all these wide receivers. I would gladly take, you're going to give me Chris Godwin? Like, I'll take Chris Godwin in the 4th round. That's what you were getting the year that he broke out, which is insane. Yeah, give me Chris. I'm going to win $10,000 with this team, fellas. God, I love that. We'll take that all day. And I think even on this app, you can probably, you can see their stats and stuff. Underdog, this is a website where you can do best ball drafts. You can do all that type of stuff for NBA, NFL. If any of you guys know a guy who knows a guy who knows a guy who works at Underdog, tell him about me. We're on the come up. We're building a strong base here. Tell him to hit me up. And we'll take another wide receiver here. I think we're just gonna wait on tight ends for sure. Yeah, we'll just wait. We'll just wait until, and we'll get if they want to let us get Jonnu Smith in the late rounds of the drafts again this year, we'll do that. If they want to let us get Mike Gesicki late again, Jonnu again late, Irv Smith again late, like we'll sleep all day. What do we got now? I don't really want Lamar Jackson, to be honest with you. Maybe I should go with Lamar Jackson, because he does have like crazy upside. But I think that the pick here has to be Golladay. Yeah, I'm gonna go Golladay for sure. It's just he's a guy again. Like, you're gonna give me Golladay in the 5th round. Remember, not 2020, but 2019. You were getting Kenny Golladay in the 4th round, Chris Godwin in the 4th round, and they were all super values. Golladay, I know that the thing about Golladay, both of these guys are free agents right now, so there's like a lot of uncertainty, but I think Godwin stays, which should be fine for his fantasy value. And I think Golladay gets the fuck out of Detroit, which would be great for his fantasy value. I mean, look at this team. Through the flex, we're loaded. The reason why I like getting those running backs out of the way, Chris Carson, he's a free agent. Kareem Hunt, do we know what's going on with him? Like, these aren't guys that I'm that confident in. But Chris Godwin and Golladay, I know they're going to be wide receiver ones for whatever team they play for. As I was saying before, though, this is a community that you want to be a part of, man. So make sure you go down below, leave a like, subscribe, comment. We're going to be coming out with videos like this. So, like, I guess these are mock drafts, but like best ball drafts. We're going to do rookie mock drafts, dynasty startup mock drafts. All that's coming out. Plus my dynasty ranks, my rookie database. We got a shit ton of stuff coming out right now. I just had to take a nice little 7 to 10 day break to get all this stuff done. You know, but now we're coming back. I'm going to start dropping 3 to 4 videos a week. We have NBA Top Shots content coming out. NBA Top Shots content is super fun. Hold on, we'll get into that in a second. The rookies on NBA Top Shot are going to the moon right now. So we're looking at wide receivers here. I don't really want to touch a running back again for a while. I love Javonte Williams here. Javonte Williams is a guy that I've been looking at, and I have him in the same tier as Najee Harris and Travis Etienne. All he needs is draft capital. Honestly, if he was to, all things equal, if Etienne, Najee Harris, and Javonte Williams all got second round draft capital, I think Javonte Williams would be my RB1. And if he ran close to a 4.5, I think Javonte Williams is literally, now chill out before I say this, but I think that he's kind of like a Darius Geis. Like, I think that him and Darius Geis compare super well. And meme Darius Geis all you want, but there's no doubt that the dude was a stud prospect. I know he didn't really pan out in the league because he got hurt. Then he punched a. Then he got hurt again, and then he got cut, and now he's not on a team. But he was a damn good prospect, man. Should we take Deshaun Watson? It seems like the last good quarterback on the board, and we wrap back around. Oh, we'll take Deshaun. I'm cool with going quarterback early in a best ball, because that's not a position you want to fumble the bag at. If you sit here and you try and pick your spots with quarterback, and you maybe get a Jalen Hurts, and maybe he only starts 8 games, and you get a fucking, I don't know. I mean, the rest of these are pretty solid, but you want a guy that can win you weeks, is really all it comes down to in best ball. And Deshaun Watson's going to win me weeks. The crazy part is about him and the receivers, there's a lot of uncertainty around them, though. You really don't know, I guess, where he's going to be. I hope the Jets. But they came out with that report that they're not really too sure, or not that they're not too sure, but he had his top teams as, I think, the Broncos and the Niners, if I'm correct. But I don't know. There was reports coming out that his top team was like the Jets or whatever, and he had like the jet green car and the fucking hat and shit, and he was in New York and all that came around. But it seems like the hype for the Jets have really died down. I'm on the clock currently. Debo is very interesting here. Debo, don't need a running back. All right, we're just gonna narrow it down to wide receivers. Oof. I think we're just gonna go Debo. I think Debo is a huge value, man. Debo is a huge. We still don't know. As much as I love Ayuk, I have Ayuk in places. I've gassed the fuck out of Ayuk in certain spots. I'd have to look at the game logs side by side of when they played together, but you could make a case that Debo is probably the 1A to Ayuk's 1B. You could make the case. I'm not saying that it's for sure and that Ayuk is definitely the 1B, but I think you could make the case one or the other. Debo looked really fucking. People forget that Debo was. It was AJ Brown, like their rookie years. It was AJ Brown, and then it was Debo. Like, Debo was kind of talked about in the same way that we're talking about Ayuk and T. Higgins right now after his rookie year. And I know that he was hurt last year, and it's an ugly look, but he's a guy. He's a all-purpose guy. He runs the ball. He's like physical. I just really like his game. And I love Ayuk too. But to me, I mean, if you're going to give me Debo Samuel like the 7th round, I'll take that all day. All day. Debo Samuel is, in this league, if you're starting as a wide receiver 3, I think that he's a guy that could return top 15 numbers. What happens if this team would be goated if Deshaun Watson goes to the 49ers and then all of a sudden Deshaun Watson, Deebo Samuel linking up for tuds. I guess now we're in like the middle part where I guess we're looking at tight ends. This is still too early in my opinion to grab a tight end. I just don't. I love Noah Fant and I love Dallas Goedert. I think that they're really good players. But it's a tough sell for me to take them this early. I mean, in a best ball, maybe it's different though. Maybe I could talk myself into it in a best ball. Just because you don't want to fumble the bag in best ball and just get some shitty tight ends. Because you could. I mean, if you strung together like Evan Ingram, Jonnu Smith, and Irv Smith, like you're probably chilling at that point. Adam Troutman's a name I really like too. Noah Fant just went. What was Kyle? Yeah, Kyle Pitts this high, boys. I don't know about that. A lot of hype coming out about Kyle Pitts right now. I really don't know. I don't know how to feel. I got to see him run a 40 first. If he can run a sub 4.6 40, then I think I'm all in on him. But if he just runs some pedestrian time, so we got Judy. We might just stack up with Judy here. I mean, how are quarterbacks looking right now? I think that we could still wait a little bit on QB. I think. Man, Judy is very interesting. Judy is a second-year breakout waiting to happen. I think that we'll go Judy. Yeah, let's go Judy. Oh my God. All right. But I love that. Judy, I mean, remember Cortland Sutton? He didn't even do much his first year, and then he comes in his second year and kills it. Same thing with Michael Gallup. And Jerry Judy's a guy that you can't even say that he didn't do much his first year like those guys. You know, he did. I mean, what, they got the stats here maybe? Can I click on? Man, so once they're drafted, you can no longer see their stats, I guess. But he did all right. Say what you want about drops, but I think drops are the dumbest stat. I think across the board, probably the dumbest stat that there is out there. You got to remember, if you take their drop, like maybe he had like 13 drops, but if he had I think he had like maybe 115 targets. If something happens on less than 10% of his targets, then it doesn't affect the game to as much as you think. I think, oh shit, we're on the board. Very tough. I'll get back to my my drops rant in a second. Is this where we take another running back? I feel like no. I think Michael Gallup is very interesting. Curtis Samuel is interesting. I got to figure something out soon, though. We're going to go Gallup.
Oh, hello.
What? Fine. I'm not even mad at David Johnson. I'm not even mad at it. I'm not even mad. Fine. Whatever. That stirs up our running back group, and then we're done with running back, so I don't care. David Johnson's never a guy I really want to pick. To be honest with you guys, I don't want David Johnson anywhere. But he'll probably get carries. He'll get carries at pick 100. You're kind of getting a steal for a guy that he didn't do terrible last year. But the Texans, I mean, if Deshaun goes and all that happens, then it's just an absolute shit show. He could have a Le'Veon Bell type fall off, and that could get ugly. I'm not even in my bag about missing on Gallup. It just sucks what happened to Gallup last year. 105 targets. I mean, I guess over the course of a season in a best ball, Michael Gallup isn't a bad player to have. I really want Noah Fant, and I'm a big fan of Noah Fant and Dallas Goedert too. I think those are two guys that are going to have great years. But if you're going to give me Jonnu Smith at the 125 or Mike Gesicki at the 110, even Evan Ingram, how bad was his season last year? Yeah, 109 targets. He only had one touchdown, but I think that you could say that maybe that's kind of fluky. I don't know. Only one touchdown. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, he's due for a touchdown reversion or whatever, but it's not bad. So now we have Damian Harris. Man, these running backs. To be honest, I probably would have liked a Damian Harris or a Chuba Hubbard or something like that over a David Johnson. But I mean, these wide receivers that they're going to give to us, like, oh, I'm big on Rashad Bateman, boys. If they're going to take Devonta Smith in the 7th round, then Rashad Bateman is an absolute steal at the 121 spot. Rashad Bateman's a guy that I really like. I think Curtis Samuel's even very interesting. What tight ends are there? Evan Ingram, Jonnu Smith. Did someone take one of the tight ends I was looking at? Gesicki, yeah. So we're gonna roll with We're going to roll with Jonnu. For sure. Jonnu, he was out more games than Evan Ingram. He also... Now Corey Davis is on the move. So maybe he kind of... Whenever Corey Davis was out, I know for sure that Jonnu Smith was looking nice. I know for sure Jonnu Smith was looking nice when Corey Davis was out. So we'll roll with that. But let me know if this is this kind of content you guys want to keep seeing, because I would love to just do one of these, maybe not weekly, maybe every other week, maybe once every 3 weeks, something like that. Where I kind of want to make it a point to just do one mock draft a week, whether that's rookie mock draft, startup draft, or seasonal draft. Let me know if that's too much, though. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I'm shoving mock drafts down your guys' throat, but seems like it's a thing that people want right now. Man, I would love to go Rashad Bateman. What quarterbacks are here? Justin Fields. Oh, man. I think I have to go. So Rashad Bateman went right before me. Evan Ingram. I might double up with Evan Ingram here. Yeah, we'll double up. We'll double up. For sure. I wanted to go quarterback, but I didn't like anything on the board. I think there's still plenty of wide receivers to go around, too. Not really. Denzel Mims is still available. Boys, we're going to have a lot of Denzel Mims this year. A lot of Denzel Mims. I think that he's going to have that Michael Gallup type second-year jump, Cortland Sutton type second-year jump. Guy I really like. I know that these stats are kind of whatever, but I think he was hurt in a couple spots. He also had the Jets quarterbacks, the Adam Gase offense. I think you give him a nice quarterback. You give him Kyle Shanahan's right-hand man. You get him in a nice system. The guy's a baller otherwise. Absolute baller. I think his best comparable player on Player Profiler is fucking Chris Godwin, which is insane. It's a little bit of a weird stylistic comp, though, because Mims doesn't play in the slot. But for the Jets, for any of you guys Jets fans out there, I would love to have Denzel Mims, a slot guy. Either I'm cool with Jamison Crowder. Like a Rondale Moore, something among those lines, like a Rondale Moore, somebody that specializes in the slot in the draft. Like, I'll take a Rondale Moore, Elijah Moore, Tylan Wallace, anything like that. And then on the outside, if we stay with Jamison Crowder, then on the outside, I want a guy like Rashad Bateman, or who's some other guys that can play on the outside, like a Seth Williams in the third if they want to go that route. Terrace Marshall too. Allen Robinson in free agency if we just keep Jamison Crowder in there, something like that. But I want Mims and 2 studs on the outside for our next quarterback, whether that's a rookie quarterback or Deshaun Watson. Hopefully not Sam Darnold. But that's enough. That's enough Jets talk for you guys. What do you have here? We still have Trey Sermon, Michael Carter. Where's the boy Ramondre Stevenson? Ramondre Stevenson, I might make a video on him very soon. Did I just see him or am I an idiot? Ramondre Stevenson. Yes, sir. That's the boy right there. He looks like Eddie fucking Lacy, man. Ramondre Stevenson, look at this guy. If you guys don't know about him, know about him. Look at this man. He's an absolute monster. A monster of a human being. Look at this guy. He's fucking big, boy. That's a big boy right there. That's a big boy right there. You got the player profile page? Let's not. Oh, we're 3 picks away. Hold up. Yo, everybody focus in. We're looking at Jalen Reagor, Jamison Crowder, Fields. I think that I don't have much choice but to go with the quarterback here. I mean, out of all of them, who's most likely to start a full season? I think I probably say Justin Fields. Most likely to start a full season, maybe Daniel Jones, maybe Tua. I think I'll go Justin Fields here. If he's available to me. No soup for you. I would appreciate if you could just pass on Fields here. Let's go. Take Todd Gurley. Todd Gurley will be a guy that is not going to be on a single one of my teams this year. There's no way. I can't do it. Cannot do it. I think Todd Gurley is done. I think that it's just over for the poor guy. And it sucks to say because he was a beast growing up. Or not growing up. Like 4 years ago. 3 years ago, maybe. We gotta remember that's the kind of dilemma I'm having right now with these dynasty ranks. So you have to remember that him and David Johnson were like the 1-2 for a while. It was like him, David Johnson, Le'Veon Bell were like the 1-2-3 for a while. And the guys coming up were McCaffrey, and there were Saquon Barkley, and dudes like that were coming up that you would take at the end of the draft. And I know that you got a year or two out of Le'Veon Bell, but I'm just thinking like, out of the my top three, right? We have Saquon Barkley, we have McCaffrey, Jonathan Taylor, Saquon Barkley, but I'm just wondering if it's time for Jonathan Taylor to make that jump to number 1 overall. Hold up. Oh man. We are getting to the nitty-gritty, fellas. We are getting to the nitty-gritty. I think that we're gonna go Darius Slayton. That's what I've decided. We're going Darius Slayton. Yep. I don't know. Just felt right, fellas. Just felt right. Oh, maybe I should have went Sterling Shepard. No regrets, though. I think we need a quarterback. We need a tight end, another receiver or two, and one more running back is where we're at. But what was I saying? Yeah, so I don't know. So that's in that tier. And then I have another tier where it's like Dalvin Cook, and then you have like Akers, Swift, Dobbins, Antonio Gibson, Miles Sanders, and Alvin Kamara. Not in that order, but it's just like Alvin Kamara and Dalvin Cook. They're now about to be 26. They're off their rookie contracts, and I know that they probably have another season or two of really good production, but they're going to fall off a cliff, similar to how Melvin Gordon did, how Le'Veon Bell did. And I know Derrick Henry is kind of setting that new precedent that you can do it. But for me, I want running backs on their rookie deals, or I don't want them at all. It's kind of where I'm at. And I know that's kind of like a harsh, like that's super broad thing to say, but Saquon Barkley, he's still on his rookie deal. McCaffrey just got moved off of his rookie deal. He's gonna start being on that extension. It's just as soon as those running backs get off their rookie deal, it becomes a really slippery slope, man. It becomes like a game of musical chairs, you know. So it's tough. It's tough. Dalvin Cook, is he going to probably outproduce Cam Akers, DeAndre Swift, J.K. Dobbins this year? Yeah. But who would I have for the next 3 to 5 years? It's tough. It's really tough for me between those second year guys that we know are studs, and Dalvin Cook and Kamara. But that's something that's just weighing heavy on your boy's mind. You know, we'll figure things out. I mean, I'm gonna have dynasty ranks out, but they're not going to be quite They're gonna be out, but it's just tough right now. It's tough, and I was just saying, these ranks, like, they're final for now, but there's so much with free agency and landing spots and running backs coming here and wide receivers going there that they're not super final. I'm just trying to get a feel for where I'm at with these players right now. And then as we get closer to, once we're done with the draft and we're done with free agency, then they're going to be like pretty much concrete for the NFL season. But I'm just kind of feeling through things right now. All right, so who's on the board? We got Deshaun Watson, Justin Fields. We need one more quarterback, one more running back, 2 more wide receivers, another tight end. Does anybody see Cole Kmet coming up next year? The answer to that question is no. Now we have Tua. I mean, what are the quarterbacks right now? I mean, maybe we go Tua. Does anybody believe in Tua? Man, I don't love it. I do not love it. I don't love it, but we're gonna go Tua. I think that's just what has to happen. I think you just buy low on Tua. He's a mobile dude. Top 3 overall pick. Tua, Fields, and Deshaun Watson feels like not super safe there, but we're shooting for upside anyways. We're shooting for upside with this whole thing, which kind of sucks that we went to David Johnson, but it's not terrible. So we just need like a running back, 2 more wide receivers, a tight end, and this is where we're really getting into the deep part of the draft, dude. We are in February. I could not tell you where I'll have these guys ranked. I mean, Terrace Marshall's a dude, fellas. Terrace Marshall is a dude. I got him as like a top 3 wide receiver right now, top 4 wide receiver. And if Bateman are already gone, I mean, if we're in the 5th round, my next pick is Terrace Marshall if he's still on the board. That's the bottom line here. If Rondale Moore is going to go that early, if Rashad Bateman's going to go that early, then off principle, Terrace Marshall's my next pick. Yo, my bad for the ASMR. But I don't know. Let me know if you guys are into that kind of thing. Yeah, Terrace Marshall. That's what we're going here. Terrace Marshall, that'll probably be our last wide receiver. But how funny would it be if I was just fucking around on here and I end up winning huge money on this? If I do enough of these over the season, from now until the NFL season, we're gonna win something. But like I said, like this is just kind of get a feel for how these drafts are looking right now. Like I think it's just sort of fun to hop in and see what's popping, I guess. Because I don't have ranks yet. I'm literally just looking at ADP, trying to get a feel for what everybody's feeling. I feel you got to be like a super degenerate to be in one of these drafts. Which, speaking of, the NBA Top Shots account is popping right now. Well, I'm 12 picks away. NBA Top Shots account is popping right now. Look at this shit. Also, by the way, if I open, my new rule is if I open any packs on Top Shot, any packs, you guys are going to see them. I'm going to live stream them on YouTube and Twitch or whatever. And that shit's going to be dope. But where's my Tyler Hero moment? 10 picks away. My Tyler Hero rookie card is my fucking baby, bro. My Tyler Hero rookie card. I need to get a Tyler Hero jersey for the background. Whether that's Kentucky, something Miami. Yeah, the marketplace is down right now, which sucks. I bought him for $350. Dude, the rookies are going crazy today. Look at this shit. His lowest ask, I know that you can't buy stuff right now. His lowest ask is $880, dude. What's that, like 2.5x profits? And I'm holding. I'm holding for dear life, fellas. I got diamond hands, boys. Feel free to DM me on Twitter with your Top Shot collection. I'm trying to see all the fellas' Top Shot collection. I don't care if you got $2 cards, man. I don't care if you got Troy Brown or Bruno Fernandez or Bruno Fernando. Bruno Fernando's the guy from fucking Manchester United. But I don't care what you got. Just show me what you got, fellas. Show me those cards. If you want to DM me a pic of the cards, man, let me know. If you're not prepared to buy guys slamming balls, then you're not going to win anywhere in life. You're looking at James Washington's interesting, boys. James Washington is very interesting. How bad are the running backs? Ramondre Stevenson. That's what's happening here. 204. Somebody do the math. 16 times 12. 16 times 12. I don't know. Ramondre Stevenson's the pick, though. As I said, Ramondre Stevenson is that fucking dude, man. Let me player profile. This is what I wanted to look at. I want to look up Ramondre Stevenson. Even though I'm 5 picks away, look at this guy. This is somebody that I keep moving up my ranks. 5'11", 227. Look at the BMI. The boy is thick.
Hey, yo!
The yards per carry is sick. And he only played 6 games. He had 18 receptions in 6 games, which is crazy for a guy his size. That's 227, dude. 18 catches for 211 yards. That means that he's making big plays. I can't. That's over 10 yards per catch, which means that he's not just getting dump offs and laying down like a plotter would. That means he's getting these catches and he's just booking it. For a guy at 5'11", 227, you're looking at some elite comps there at 5'11", 227. If he can run anything sub 4.6, and he gets drafted on day 2, I think he immediately becomes like a top 5, top 6 running back for me. What are we looking at now? I think, man, Jacoby Myers is very interesting. James Washington's interesting. KJ Hamler is interesting. We do need another tight end. How are tight ends looking? Oof. We're going to go with Dawson Knox here. This is what has to happen. I know he's not somebody that gets used a lot in that offense, but we just need one more. Dawson Knox is going to give you 1 or 2 weeks is what it comes down to. And he, like, looking at these pictures, he's literally Evan Ingram, but he's white. So we'll throw Dawson Knox on the team. Also, fun fact about Dawson Knox, he played at Ole Miss on the team with DK Metcalf, Elijah Moore, A.J. Brown, maybe Van Jefferson. That's why the guy, I don't think he caught a touchdown in college, Dawson Knox, which is insane. Also, one more fun fact for you guys out there that are still chilling with me on this draft. Maybe I'll live stream one of these, but I kind of just wanted to do it here in the comfort of my own space without other streamers, because it's so, like I said, I have cold shrimp and mashed potatoes on the floor right now, which sucks because I was in the middle of eating dinner. But I'm out here making content for you guys. I'm out here, I grind for you guys. I will die for you guys. Maybe not die, but I probably cut off a pinky for the subscribers. I probably cut off a pinky for the subscribers. You know, I'll pass up dinner. I turned off the heater so you guys don't have to hear it. I'm a little chilly, but maybe the nips will start to show. I don't know. Maybe you guys will get a little show here. Whoever the people are that are out here in the 18th round, I love you, man. Even if I don't know you. Chad Ochocinco, he dropped a quote on a podcast I was watching. It was Bustin' with the Boys. He said, if you can hate another man without knowing him, then you can love another man without knowing him. And that's on God. So, like I love every single one of my subscribers, man. Even if you subscribe and you still hate on the Johnny Manziel jersey, just know. Let me get this shit. Just know that this Johnny Manziel jersey hangs high on this channel. Just know this is what we represent, and it's not even so much that I idolize Johnny Manziel, and it's what this whole thing represents. It's that if you're out there and you watch a video of mine, and the jersey is too much for you to enjoy my content, then I don't want you here. It's literally just a barrier to entry. If you can't get past the Johnny Manziel jersey, then you were never meant to be here, fella. That's the thing. That's all it is. Because if you can't look at a Johnny Manziel jersey, laugh a little bit, goof around, have a good time, and talk some sports, and you want that ESPN suit type shit where you want me to come in here with flashcards and tell you guys what the fuck's going on, then I don't want you on this channel. That's really what it comes down to. But if you rock with the content, and you fuck with me, man, and you fuck with the vibes. And for all of you guys out there, if you see my videos, I got a decent track record. We had a video on Antonio Gibson. We had a video on Brandon Ayuk before the seasonal leagues, or before seasonal drafts, saying that those were guys that you have to go out and get. I had some other guys that I was really caping up for. For a guy that fucks around and just goofs off in videos, I'm telling you guys, I know a ting or two. I know a ting or two. Maybe on a good day. Brian Edwards. Brian Edwards is going to be a guy that I love. I love Brian Edwards, dude. We'll take that all day. Even though, here's the thing I will say about best ball leagues. As much as I am a seasoned veteran when it comes to fantasy football, I don't know what the most optimal way is to construct your lineup so that you never have a hole in it, if that makes sense, you know? For a league like this where you start 3 wide receivers every week, a tight end, 2 running backs, a quarterback, and a flex, I really don't know how many of each position to grab. But just finished. This is going to be the winner of the big board. So if you guys are out there and you have an underdog account and you want to play the big board, just don't, because I'm probably going to be the one that ends up in first place, take home the $10,000. So it would just be tough for you guys to also do the draft, you know? But obviously I'm just playing. Can I peep the team real quick? All right, so here's the squad. Deshaun Watson, Justin Fields, Tua. Then our running backs are loaded. Saquon Barkley, Antonio Gibson, Miles Sanders, David Johnson, and Ramondre Stevenson. Remember the name Ramondre Stevenson. If I do my first individual player, don't tell any of your favorite fantasy football YouTubers. Do not tell any of them about Ramondre Stevenson. If I do I'm probably going to start doing like single player highlights. Ramondre Stevenson is going to be the first running back that I highlight. I love this dude. Again, do not tell any of your favorite fantasy football YouTubers about Ramondre Stevenson, because I want to be the first one to put a video out about him. Then we have Chris Godwin, Kenny Golladay, Debo, Jerry Jeudy, Darius Slayton, Terrace Marshall, who I'm really high on. And if I do a rookie video on a wide receiver, it's probably going to be Terrace Marshall. I know a lot of guys are out there saying Rashad Bateman's going to be the next Justin Jefferson. I've seen 2 videos with Justin Jefferson with Rashad Bateman as their next Justin Jefferson, and I love Rashad Bateman, but I think Terrace Marshall has an even better claim to be the next Justin Jefferson. Brian Edwards, like a post-type sleeper. I love Brian Edwards is going to be a guy that I'm probably going to scoop up in a lot of drafts. I think that he is, if the Raiders don't add any receiving help, I think that he could be, I think he could lead that team in receptions and yards next year. Then you have Jonnu, who was great last year. I don't know how he fell to the 117. Evan Ingram, who was fine. And then Dawson Knox, who's going to give me some weeks here and there. So I think that this is a solid team. Godwin and Golladay is an insane wide receiver tandem to have after starting Saquon Barkley, Antonio Gibson, Sanders. So like I was saying before, I mean, I was saying maybe you could like go wide receiver first, and then you could get running back rounds 2, 3, 4. But I mean, if you rattle them off 1, 2, 3, and you go and you can get Godwin and Golladay in the 4th and 5th round, that's GG's. But if you guys made it this far, man, like we're gonna wrap this up. You know, the draft wrapped up, but I enjoyed sitting here talking to you guys, even though if it's just me talking into a camera. I feel like I'm talking to each and every single one of you guys. And I truly do mean I love you guys, man, especially if you're subscribed. Before you guys go, if you have made it this fucking far, if you've made it, I don't even know how long this has been. You know, I don't know. I don't know when I started. This has maybe been an hour long, maybe 50 minutes long, maybe 40 minutes long. I don't know. But if you've been here the entire time and you're listening to me right now and you're messing with the content, make sure you go down below, subscribe, leave a like, comment. Make sure you join the Patreon. We're going to get that going. We're going to roll that out. As soon as this video comes out, as soon as this video touches your fingertips, that's going to be out there for you guys. We're going to have the Patreon, the rookie database, the Dynasty rankings, trade advice, Discord, subscriber leagues, and that's not even covering the half of what's going to be offered on there. So a lot of really cool stuff coming out in these coming days, or by the time that you see this video, all this will be out. So as always, follow me at @RonStore_ on Twitter, and I'll see you guys.